Ram Ram Namaste. Let us today we will start the 28th session of the Samskrita Shri Pathamala 1, and we'll do the Chaturthi Vibhakti today. Let us begin with Mangala Shlokaha. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannabadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighno Prashantaye Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatika Kritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Saraswati Namaste Subhina Pustakadharini Hamsavahanamaruhe Vidyadanam Purushvame. So today's Subhashitam is Vidvatvam cha Dripatvam cha Naiva Tulyam Kadachana. Na eva has become Naiva Tulyam Kadachana. Swadeshe Pujyate Raja Vidwan Sarvatra Pujyate. What does that mean? Scholarship or erudition and kingship can never be equated. They cannot be compared. Why? A king is respected in his country, but a scholar is respected everywhere. A king is respected in his country only is implied, and whereas the scholar, wherever he goes, he gets respect everywhere. So it is not right to compare education with kingship. This is the Subhashitam for the day. So let us quickly recap what we have done under Vibhaktis. The introduction, we saw that there are two kinds of padams in Sanskritam. They are Subantam and Tingantam. Subantam, each padam has two parts, Prakriti Pratyaya. Subantam has Pratipadikam and Vibhakti Pratyaya as the two parts. Whereas the Tingantam or the Kriya Padam has Dhatu and the Ting Pratyaya as the two parts. After that, we saw that for Namapadas, the Vibhakti and Vachana change, whereas the other attributes remain the same for a given Shabda. So under that, we are seeing the Vibhaktis, because for different Vibhaktis, for different Vachanas, the Namapada gets different forms, which is what we are trying to learn as individual Shabdas. So first, Prathama Vibhakti. There are 7 Vibhaktis. The Vibhakti which is used as the subject of the sentence is the Prathama Vibhakti. That's the primary purpose of Prathama Vibhakti. It is also used for pointing out. Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti is that which is used for addressing a person or calling him or her. And Dvitiya Vibhakti, we saw certain conditions. The first is the primary use of Dvitiya is where it is the object of the sentence. Next is in conjunction with certain words, indeclinables like Rati, towards, Vina, without, Ubhayataha, on both sides, and Sarvataha, everywhere, on all sides. These are some indeclinables with which we use the Dvitiya Vibhakti word or the noun. Then when the verb involved is one of movement, where a person or a thing travels from one point to another, the destination, which is also a noun, is given in the Dvitiya Vibhakti. Then we saw that certain verbs govern two objects like Pachati, cooks, Dandayati, punishes, Prichhati, asks. Then Nayati and Harati, which is lead or take. These are some verbs which govern two objects, and for such sentences there are two objects in the sentence. That is, there is a possibility of two objects, but the sentence may contain only one optionally. Then for Tritiya Vibhakti, the primary purpose is the instrument or the means by which an action is done. So by, with and by means of are implied using the Tritiya Vibhakti. When the word saha or along with comes, then we use Tritiya Vibhakti. So with whom something is done. So not necessarily as a tool or instrument, but just as an accompaniment. The other purpose of Tritiya Vibhakti, which is not specifically mentioned in the textbook, but which appears in the exercises and sentences, I thought I would just enumerate them along with these, which are alam. The first one is alam, which means enough. So when you say alam bhojanena, it means enough of eating, or you have eaten enough. So alam means enough. Bhojanena is Tritiya Vibhakti. Bhojanam is the noun. Bhojanam is Napumsakalinga, Akaranta Shabda. So the Tritiya form is Bhojanena, like Ramena. From Tritiya to Saptami, Akaranta Napumsakalinga and Akaranta Pullinga forms are exactly the same. So the Tritiya form is used along with alam. We saw that with Vina, Dvitiya Vibhakti is used. The example that we saw was, say, Ramam Vina Sita na gacchati. Sita does not go without Rama. Similarly, here we have Jalena Vina. So the Tritiya Vibhakti can also be used instead of, so Ramena Vina can also be used. Jalena Vina. Jalena is Tritiya of Jalam. Vina vayam na jivamaha. We cannot live, or we do not live without water. So Vina means without. So when Vina comes, you can either use the Dvitiya Vibhakti or the Tritiya Vibhakti. So that is another purpose of the Tritiya Vibhakti. That is another context in which we use the Tritiya Vibhakti. I think you would have done the exercises, and some of you had a doubt regarding the applicability of the nakara instead of na in some places. Like the Tritiya Vibhakti has Ramena in the Akaranta Shabdas, and for Ukaranta there is Guruna, etc. So where do you use nakara and where nakara? There are some basic rules which I will give you. There are other more special rules for this. This changing of nakara to nakara is called natvam, because na is involved. The consonant na is involved, so it is called natvam. So I'll give you the basic rules. So if this is not applicable in a particular context, it means there are certain additional rules are applicable. But in most cases, you will find that these rules help. The primary condition, as we saw, is that when there is a repha or a rikara or a shakara, then you get natvam. That is, wherever there is a na, you can change it to na. You have to change it to na. The examples are Ramena. In this, repha is the first letter. Then we have akara, makara, ekara, and then there is a following na. This is because of the repha. But for this repha, it would have been na. Next is rkara, grihena. Here also we have r, and then subsequently there is a na which has become na. Instead of ena, it has become ena. So the letters in this word are gakara, rikara, hakara, ekara, and then nakara, followed by another akara, grihena. Pushpanam. Here there is a shakara and there are other letters which are following, and then there is a nakara which has become nakara. Now there are certain letters which, if they come between the repha and the nakara, then they don't prevent the natvam from happening. So normally what happens is when there are intervening letters, then the natvam does not happen. But if these letters are present, it does not prevent the natva from happening. What are those letters? The first set of letters are the vowels, the alphabets. The vowels are those which do not inhibit the natva from happening. Example is Guruna. Here there is an ukara. So gakara, ukara, then there is repha, then there is an ukara which is followed by nakara. So here the ukara does not, even though it comes between the repha and the nakara, it does not prevent the natvam from happening. So nakara has in fact appeared in the letter, in the word. So this is because the vowels do not inhibit the natvam from happening. Next, these three consonants, ha, ya, va. I'm saying ha, ya, va, but it is actually ha, ya, va. Grihani. This is the example where you have gakara followed by r, gr, ha, hakara and akara, and then nakara and then ikara. So here, hakara and akara, both of these do not inhibit the natvam. So rikara is followed by two letters which just do not prevent this natvam from happening. So there is nakara here. Then the kavarga and pavarga letters, that is ka, kha, ga, gha, nga, and pa, ha, ma, bha, ma. These 10 letters also do not inhibit or prevent the natvam from happening. Here there is vakara, rikara and shakara. So here, since there is a rikara and shakara, shakara becomes the nimitta or the condition based on which the natvam has happened. So between this shakara and the nakara, there are vowels and there is bha. That's all. So since it is pavarga, it does not prevent the natvam from happening here as well. So if these letters are not there and there are other letters between the repha and the nakara, then it will not change into a nakara. So natvam is prevented by other letters. Example, Marichena, Marichaha, we know Maricha. So, Makara, Akara, Repha, Ikara, Chakara, then Ekara. Ekara does not prevent it because it is the vowel. Whereas Cha, this is a letter which prevents natvam from happening. So, because of the intervention of the Chakara, there is no Nakara here. Instead, there is just Nakara. So this is Mari Chena and not Mari Chena. The next example is Darshanam. Here we have the Repha, Shakara, Akara and Nakara. Here the Akara is not something which prevents Natvam, but the Shakara is neither the Kavarga or the Pavarga. It is not Hayava, it is not vowel. So it prevents the natvam from happening. So these are the basic rules for the conversion of nakara into nakara. So whenever these conditions are applicable, you can check if the there is a nakara. So when you are forming the tritiya vibhakti or you are seeing the tritiya vibhakti form, you can see if this condition is met. Let me take some questions before we proceed. If there are any questions, you can ask me now. Okay. I don't think there are any questions. So is it clear till now? Regarding the rules of Natva? What is the condition? The condition is Repha, Rikara and Shakara. These are the conditions for Natvam to happen. They will be prevented, the Natva will be prevented if there are intervening other letters. But if the letters which are intervening between the Repha, Rikara or Shakara and the Nakara are vowels or the Kavarga, Pavarga or Hayava, then it will not affect the Natva, whereas other letters will affect the Natva. I cannot understand rule 2. Rule 2 just says that normally if there are letters between the three conditions, namely the repa, rikara, and the shakara, and the nakara, then natva will be prevented. But it is three things are exceptions to that rule. What are they? Vowel, ha, ya, va, and kavarga and pavarga. These three are exceptions, which means even if these three are there, natva will happen. Yes. So just go through these three rules along with the examples after the video is uploaded. Yes. Why is Shabda Ratanam though it is Repa? The intervening letter, what are the intervening letters? There is Takara, right? So even though there are vowels, there is Takara, which is not in Kavarga or Pavarga. It is not Hayava, it is not a vowel. So it does prevent the Natvam from happening. The third rule, explain the third rule. The third rule says that normally if there are other letters between Repa or Vikara or Shakara and the Nakara. Let me go to that slide. Here, the intervening letters are not vowels, they are not Hayava, they are not Kavarga or Pavarga, and so the Natvam happens. The Repa is here, and following that there is Ikara, which is a vowel, which doesn't prevent the Natvam. There is Chakara, which does prevent the Natvam. So even if there is one impediment, then it will not cause the Natva. So the exceptions to that are given in slide 2, where the exceptions are vowels, Hayava, and Kavarga, Pavarga. So you can go back to the recording and watch it one more time if it is not clear. I just gave this because in Tritiya Vibhakti there is a lot of, you might get confused as to which Nakara you should use. This is one thing which you need not memorize. You can just try to apply these rules, and if there is an exception alone, you make a note of it. There are other rules as well. So if it doesn't fit into this condition, then it means some other rule is applying. So, and that case alone, you can memorize it. So it will be easier for you to memorize only the exceptions rather than memorizing everything. Let us now do the Shabda Ratanam. So far, we have done the Rama Shabda, Akaranta, Pullinga, Rama Shabda, Akaranta, Srilinga, Rama Shabda, Akaranta, Napumsakalinga, Phala Shabda, Ikaranta, Pullinga, Hari Shabda, Ukaranta, Pullinga, Guru Shabda, then Pullinga, Srilinga, Napumsakalinga forms of the Tad Shabda, Mati, which is Ikaranta Srilinga, and Dhenu, which is the Ukaranta Srilinga. Then we did the Sarvanama Shabda, Etad, in the three lingams, which is Pullingam, Srilingam, and Napumsaka Lingam. So we have done 13 Shabdas so far. We will just revise a few of them and then go ahead to the 2 new Shabdas for this week. We'll start from Mati Shabda. So if somebody wants to volunteer, you can raise your hand. Any Anne, you want to try the Mati Shabda?
Namaste. Shall I read it?
You can read it, Rama. Namaste.
Mati Shabdah Ikarant Strilinga Ikaranta Matihi Mati Matayah He Mate He Mati He Matayah Matim Mati Matihi Matya Matibhyam Matibhihi Matyai Mataye Matibhyam Matibhyah Matyaha Mattehe Matibhyam Matibhyah मत्याः मतेः मत्योः मतीनां मत्यां मतौ मत्योः मतीषु।
मतिष्। उत्तमं, धन्यवादः।
धन्यवाद।
हृदया विपिन, the next शब्द। राम राम।
राम।
धेनु शब्द।
ओके मैम। उकारान्त स्त्रीलिङ्गः धेनु शब्दः। धेनुः धेनु धेनवः हे धेनो हे धेनु हे धेनवः धेनुं धेनु धेनुः धेन्व धेन्वा धेनुभ्यां धेनुभ्यां धेनुभिः धेन्वै धेनुभ्यां धेनुभ्यः धेन्वाः धेनोः धेनुभ्यां धेनु।
Can you repeat the Chaturthi Vibhakti? It was not clear.
धेनुभ्यः
Yes.
धेन्वे धेनुभ्यां धेनुभ्यः
धेनवे
धेनुभ्यः धेन्वाः
धेनोः
धेन्वाः धेनोः धेनुभ्यां धेनुभ्यः धेन्वाः धेनोः धेन्वोः धेनूनां
धेनूनां
धेन्वां धेनौ धेन्वोः धेनुषु।
धेन्वां धेनौ
धेन्वां धेनौ
धेनौ धेन्वोः
धेन्वां धेनौ
धेन्वोः धेनुषु।
धेन्वोः धेनुषु।
उत्तमं, धन्यवादः।
धन्यवादः।
भार्गवी ए।
Yes, ma'am.
दकारान्त। राम राम।
दकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गः एतद् शब्दः। एषः एतौ एते एतं एनम् एतौ एनौ एतान् एनान् एतेन एनेन एताभ्याम्
It
एतैः।
is not एतेन, it is एतेन।
ओके मैम। एतेन एनेन एताभ्याम् एतैः एतस्मै एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः एतस्मात् एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः एतस्य एतयोः एनयोः एतेषाम् एतस्मिन् एतयोः एनयोः एतेषु।
Good.
हरि ओम, धन्यवादः।
हरि ओम, धन्यवादः। देवसेना गिरीश।
राम राम भगिनी।
राम राम, नमस्ते। दकारान्त स्त्रीलिंग एतत् शब्दः।
दकारान्तः स्त्रीलिङ्गः एतत् शब्दः। एषा एते एताः एताम् एनाम् एते एने एताः एनाः एतया एनया एताभ्याम् एताभिः एतस्यै एताभ्याम् एताभ्यः एतस्याः एताभ्याम् एताभ्यः एतस्याः एतयोः एनयोः एतासाम् एतस्याम् एतयोः एनयोः एतासु।
उत्तमं, सम्यक् भगिनि।
धन्यवादः।
नपुंसकलिंग एतत् शब्द जानवी सतीश
राम राम राम
राम दकारांत
यस मैम दकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः एतत् शब्दः एतत् एते एतानि एतत् एनत् एते एने एतानि एनानि एतेन एनेन एताभ्याम् एतैः एतस्मै एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः एतस्मात् एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः एतस्य एतयोः एनयोः एतेषाम् एतस्मिन् एतयोः एनयोः एतेषु
सम्यक् धन्यवादः So now we will see the Vari and Vastu Shabda or Madhu Shabda, both of which are Napumsakalinga Shabdas. These are the two new Shabdas. So the Prathama Vibhakti is Vari, Varini, Varini. He Vare, He Vari, He Varini, He Varini. Vari, Varini, Varini in Dvitiya. Varina, Varibhyam, Varibhihi in Tritiya. Varine, Varibhyam, Varibhyah in Chaturthi. Varinah, Varibhyam, Varibhyah in Panchami. Varinah, Varinoh, Varinam in Shashti. And Varini, Varinoh, Varishu in Saptami. So, somebody wants to read, you can try. Lakshmi Devi Charan Bhagini.
राम राम भगिनी
Ram.
Can you hear me?
Ikara. Yes.
इकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः वारिशब्दः वारि वारिणी वारीणि हे वारे हे वारि हे वारिणी हे वारीणि वारि वारिणी वारीणि वारिणा वारिभ्यां वारिभिः वारिणे वारिभ्यां वारिभ्यः वारिणः वारिभ्यां वारिभ्यः वारिणः वारिणोः वारीणां वारिणी वारिणोः वारिषु
Uttam. Dhanyavada.
धन्यवादः
So somebody else can also read the same thing because it's a new Shabda. Lalita Balaji. Lalita Balaji, you want to read?
राम राम
Rama.
राम 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 नमस्ते
Ikaranta.
इकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्गः वारिशब्दः वारि वारिणी वारीणि हे वारे हे वारि हे वारिणी हे वारिणी हे वारिणी हे वारिणि वारी हे वारिणी हे वारिणि ओके वारी वारि वारिणी वारीणि वारिणा
This is
वारि
Tritiya.
तृतीय ओके 1 2 3 वारिणा
Varina, correct.
वारिणा वारिभ्यां वारिभिः चतुर्थी वारिणे वारिभ्यां वारिभ्यः पंचमी वारिणाः वारिभ्यां वारिभ्यः षष्ठी वारिणाः वारिणोः वारिणां
Varina.
वारिण ओके वारिणः वारिणोः वारीणां वारिणि वारिणोः वारिषु
Uttam.
धन्यवादः धन्यवादः
धन्यवाद. Sorry, do you have any doubt? You were yes.
Yeah, madam. This actually there is varibhyam and all that will come, no? Varibhyam, whatever it is.
Yes.
This makaranta, either we can put makaranta or we can put dot on that ya.
That is the thing. So when it is just the shabda that we are using or just the padam that we are using, you should end it with a makara.
Okay.
But when we are using it in a sentence, if it is followed by a consonant alone, you can use an anuswara, not otherwise.
No, in general, actually, if we say actually that is ya dot on that.
No, that is not the correct way of writing it. You should end it with a makara.
Okay, okay, madam. Thank you.
Just for convenience, it's easier to put a dot. So in many places you will find that, but grammatically that is not correct.
Okay, madam. Dhanyawad. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Madhu Ukaranta Napumsaka Ukarantaha Napumsakalingaha Madhu Shabdaha. I will read it once, then you can read it one time. Madhu, Madhuni, Madhuni. He Madhu, He Madhu. Then here you have a Rasva Ukara. He Madhu, He Madhu. Here there is no difference between Prathama and Sabodhana Prathama. It is Madhu only. He Madhuni, He Madhuni. Again, Madhu, Madhuni, Madhuni for Dvitiya. Madhuna, Madhubhyam, Madhubhihi. Madhune, Madhubhyam, Madhubhyaha. Madhunaha, Madhubhyam, Madhubhyaha. Madhunaha, Madhunoho, Madhunam. Madhuni, Madhunoho, Madhushu. So, who wants to read? M. Lalita Bhagini.
नमस्ते भाई.
Ram. Namaste.
राम राम. मधु मधुनी मधुनी. हे मधु हे मधु हे मधु हे मधुनी. हे मधुनी. मधु मधुनी मधुनी. मधुना मधुभ्यां मधुभिः. मधुने मधुभ्यां मधुभ्यः. मधुनः मधुभ्यां मधुभ्यः. मधुनः मधुनोः मधूनां. मधुनि मधुनोः मधुषु. धन्यवाद.
Dhanyavadaha. We start with the Ukarantaha, Napumsakalingaha, Madhu.
Sorry.
No. Ram. Dhanyavadaha. Malini Kumar, you want to read this one more time? Madhu Shabda.
You hear me?
Yes. Ram.
Ram. Madhu, Madhuni, Madhuni. He Madhu, He Madhu, He Madhuni, He Madhuni. Madhu, Madhuni, Madhuni. Madhuna, Madhubhyam, Madhubhihi. Madhune, Madhubhyam, Madhubhyah. Madhunah, Madhubhyam, Madhubhyah. Madhunah, Madhunoh, Madhunam, Madhuni.
Madhuna.
What?
Madhuna. The Dirgha Ukara is pronounced.
Okay, Madhunam, Madhuni, Madhunoh, Madhushu.
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 Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you.
Now we will see the forms of the Chaturthi Vibhakti for the different words that we are learning. The dative case is the Chaturthi Vibhakti. Chaturthi Vibhakti Rupani for Pullinga Padas. What are the Pullinga Padas? Rama, Hari and Guru. The first three Pullinga Padas. We know that in Rama Shabda it is Ramaya, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyah for Chaturthi. For Hari it is Haraye, Haribhyam, Haribhyah. And for Guru it is Gurave, Gurubhyam, Gurubhyah. Ramaya, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyah. Haraye, Haribhyam, Haribhyah. Gurave, Gurubhyam, Gurubhyah. These are the Pullinga, Akara, Ukara and Ikara Shabdas, Rama, Hari and Guru. Next is the Strilinga, 5 shabdas that we are seeing. The Akaranta Strilinga Sita Shabda. We know it already. So it is Sitayai, Sitabhyam, Sitabhyah. Mati, there are 2 forms, Matyai, Mataye. And Matibhyam is in Dvivachanam, Matibhyah Bahuvachanam. Gauri, it is Gauryai, Gauribhyam, Gauribhyah. Gauryai, Gauribhyam, Gauribhyah. For Chanchu, the Harasva Ukara ending Chanchu Shabdaha. Chanchvai, Chanchave, Chanchubhyam, Chanchubhyah. Vadhu for it. Vadvai, Vadhubhyam, Vadhubhyah. So for Chanchu, again, there are 2 forms in the Ekavachana, which is Chanchvai, Chanchave. One is like the Strilinga Shabda, which is I, and the other one is like Guru Shabda, Gurave. Here it is Chanchave. Similarly, for the Harasva Ikara Mati Shabda, there are 2 forms. One is like the normal Strilinga Padas, Matyai. The other is Mataye, just like Haraye. So just understand how the 2 forms are, what is the logic behind these 2 forms, then it will be easier for you to recollect. So Sitayai, Sitabhyam, Sitabhyah for Sita Shabda. Matyai, Mataye, Matibhyam, Matibhyah for Mati. Gauryai, Gauribhyam, Gauribhyah for Gauri Shabda. Chanchvai, Chanchave, Chanchubhyam, Chanchubhyah for Ukaranta Strilinga Chanchu Shabda. And Vadvai, Vadhubhyam, Vadhubhyah for Ukaranta Strilinga Vadhu Shabda. Next is the 3 Napumsakalinga Padas. Pratipadikams are Phala, Vari and Vastu. We can replace Vastu with Madhu. That is also fine. So Phalaya, Phalabhyam, Phalebhyah is for the Akaranta Napumsakalinga Phala Shabda. You already know this. So it is Phalaya, Phalabhyam, Phalebhyah. Vari we just learned. Varine, Varibhyam, Varibhyah. Varine, Varibhyam, Varibhyah. For Vastu, it is Vastune, Vastubhyam, Vastubhyah. Vastune, Vastubhyam, Vastubhyah. Phalaya, Phalabhyam, Phalebhyah. Varine, Varibhyam, Varibhyah. Vastune, Vastubhyam, Vastubhyah. Now going to the Sarvanama Shabdas. The Asmad Shabda has 2 forms. Just like how we saw that there are 2 forms in the Dvitiya Vibhakti, there are 2 forms in the Chaturthi Vibhakti as well. So they are Mahyam or Me, Avabhyam Nau, Asmabhyam Naha. Mahyam Me, Avabhyam Nau, Asmabhyam Naha. Then for Yushmat, again there are 2 forms. Tubhyam Te, Yuvabhyam Vam, Yushmabhyam Vaha. Tubhyam Te, Yuvabhyam Vam, Yushmabhyam Vaha. Tasmai, Tabhyam, Tebhyah is for the Shabda Pullinga form, which starts with Sahataute. For that, the Chaturthi form is Tasmai, Tabhyam, Tebhyah. For the Satetaha, the Strilinga Tad Shabda, it is Tasyai Tabhyam, Tabhyah. Tasyai Tabhyam, Tabhyah. For the Napumsakalinga Tad Shabda, which is Tat, Te, Tani, etc., it is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Tasmai, Tabhyam, Tebhyah. Just like the Pullinga form, Tasmai, Tabhyam, Tebhyah. So for Asmad Shabda, it is again 2 forms in each of the Vachanas. Mahyam Me, Avabhyam Nau, Asmabhyam Naha. For Yushmat, it is Tubhyam Te, Yuvabhyam Vam, Yushmabhyam Vaha. And for Tat Pullinga, it is Tasmai, Tabhyam, Tebhyah. For Strilinga, it is Tasyai, Tabhyam, Tabhyah. And for Napumsakalinga, again it is Tasmai, Tabhyam, Tebhyah. Next it is Etad Shabda. It is very similar to the Tad Shabda. Etasmai, Etabhyam, Etebhyah. You should notice that etat shabda has two forms only in the Dvitiya Vibhakti, all the three vachanas. The Tritiya Vibhakti, only the Ekavachana, and Shashti and Saptami Vibhaktis, only the Dvivachana. Only in these forms there are alternate forms which are available for the etat shabda. So here there are, in Chaturthi Vibhakti, there is just one form for etat shabda for each vachana. Etasmai, etabhyam, etebhyah for the pullinga. Etasyai, etabhyam, etabhyah for strilinga. Etasmai, etabhyam, etebhyah. This is again for Napumsakalinga, and the pullinga and Napumsakalinga forms are the same. So idam shabda again has asmai, abhyam, ebhyah. Here again there are no two forms as in the Dvitiya Vibhakti or the Tritiya Ekavachana. So in Chaturthi there is just one form for each of the vachanas. Asmai, abhyam, ebhyah. For Strilinga it is asyai, abhyam, abhyah. And Napumsakalinga again it is asmai, abhyam, ebhyah. I'll read it one more time. Asmai, abhyam, ebhyah. Asyai, abhyam, abhyah. Again for Napumsakalinga it is asmai, abhyam, ebhyah. I hope you are writing this down as we are reading it so that it stays, and also when we are doing some simple exercises it will be useful. We are using the same set of words to recollect what the particular Vibhakti form is. If necessary, we can go back to these forms. If you want to write it down, you can do that. Now the Kim Shabda. Again, this is very similar to the Tat Shabda also. Kasmai Kabhyam Kebhyah is the Pullinga form. Kasyai Kabhyam Kabhyah is Strilinga. Again, Kasmai Kabhyam Kebhyah for Napumsakalinga, similar to the Pullinga. Kasmai Kabhyam Kebhyah Pullinga. Kasyai Kabhyam Kabhyah Strilinga. Kasmai Kabhyam Kebhyah Napumsakalinga. So that is the Chaturthi Vibhakti Rupani. We will do a quick revision so that we will have time to write it down. This you know, since you know Rama, Hari and Guru Shabdas, you shouldn't have a problem with this. There is a spelling mistake in Kasmai Tabhyam. Okay. Okay, we'll go from the beginning. I'll just correct that mistake, then we'll do it again. Oh, it's written as space. If somebody wants to read, you can raise your hand. It's not Tasmai, it was Tasmai only. I'm sorry, I corrected that. Sheetal Shah Bhagini, you want to read?
Namaste Bhagini. Ram Ram.
Ram. Namaste. Yes.
चतुर्थी विभक्ति रूपाणि पुल्लिंग। राम शब्दः रामाय रामाभ्यां रामेभ्यः। हरि शब्दः हरये हरिभ्यां हरिभ्यः। गुरु शब्दः गुरवे गुरुभ्यां गुरुभ्यः।
उत्तम, धन्यवादः।
धन्यवादः भगिनी।
Shanti Dinavahi, can you read the Strilinga Shabdas, Chaturthi Vibhakti forms of the Strilinga Pada?
राम राम भगिनी। चतुर्थी विभक्ति रूपाणि स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः सीता सीतायै सीतायै सीताभ्यां सीताभ्यः। मति शब्दः मत्यै मतये मतिभ्यां मतिभ्यः। गौरी शब्दः गौर्ये गौरीभ्यां गौरीभ्यः। चंचु शब्दः चंचवै चंचवे चंचुभ्यां चंचुभ्यः।
It's not Chanchavai, it is Chanchvai. There is the Samyuktakshara of Nyakara, Chakara and Vakara, and then there is an Aikara. So it's Chanchvai.
Chanchvai, Chanchave, Chanchubhyam, Chanchubhyah. Vadhu Shabdaha, Vadvai, Vadhubhyam, Vadhubhyah.
Samyak.
धन्यवाद।
I hope you had time to write it down now. We go to the next set of Napumsakalinga Shabdas. Phala, Vari and Vastu. You can also write Madhu because we learnt the Madhu Shabda just now. It is Madhune, Madhubhyam, Madhubhyah. You can, instead of Vastu, you can write Madhubhyam. I mean Madhu Shabda. Sachi Surlek.
राम राम।
Ram, namaste.
चतुर्थी विभक्ति रूपाणि नपुंसकलिंगम्। फल शब्दः फलाय फलाभ्यां फलेभ्यः। वारि शब्दः वारिणे वारिभ्यां वारिभ्यः। वस्तु शब्दः वस्तुने वस्तुभ्यां वस्तुभ्यः।
सम्यक्, धन्यवादः।
धन्यवादः।
So please write this down as well. Shankarapuram Krishnan Shri Priya. Do you want to try the Sarvanam Shabdas?
आम भगिनी।
Yes.
चतुर्थी विभक्ति रूपाणि प्रातिपदिकम् अस्मत् शब्द एकवचनं मह्यं मे द्विवचनं आवाभ्यां नौ बहुवचनं अस्मभ्यं नः युष्मत् शब्दः तभ्यं ते क्षम्यतां भगिनि तुभ्यं ते युवाभ्यां वां युष्मभ्यां वः
युष्मभ्यां
तत्शब्द वः युष्मभ्यं वः तद् पुल्लिंग शब्द तस्मै ताभ्यां तेभ्यः तद् स्त्रीलिंग शब्द तस्यै ताभ्यां ताभ्यः तत्शब्दं नपुंसकलिंगं तस्मै ताभ्यां तेभ्यः।
धन्यवादः। Sarita Singh Bhagini. Ram Ram. Kavita Singh. Sai Ji.
Sorry, can you hear me now? Shobhaji, Ram Ram? Okay. Okay. चतुर्थी विभक्ति रूपाणी प्रातिपदिकम अस्मत् मह्यम में आवाम नौ अस्मभ्यम नः विश्वद मह्यम में आवाभ्याम नौ अस्मभ्यम नः तुभ्यं ते तु युवाभ्यां वाम युष्मभ्यं वः तस्मै ताभ्यां तेभ्यः तस्यै ताभ्यां ताभ्यः नपुंसकलिङ्गे तस्मै ताभ्यां तेभ्यः.
उत्तम भगिनी. The next set of Sarvanam Shabdas. So I hope you have written this down. Mahyam me avabhyam nau asmabhyam naha. Tubhyam te yuvabhyam vam yushmabhyam vaha. Then for the tat shabda pullinga tasmai tabhyam tebhyah. Strilinga tasyai tabhyam tabhyah. Again napumsakalinga tasmai tabhyam tebhyah. Vidya Subramanyam भगिनी. एतत् शब्दः.
राम राम.
राम.
एतत् शब्दः पुल्लिङ्ग एतस्मै एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः स्त्रीलिङ्ग एतस्यै एताभ्याम् एताभ्यः नपुंसकलिङ्ग एतस्मै एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः.
धन्यवादः.
नमस्कार.
You had a question?
No.
Okay. धन्यवाद.
Thank you. धन्यवाद.
Venkata Krishna Prasad.
नमस्ते भगिनी.
राम राम. नमस्ते.
चतुर्थी विभक्ति रूपाणि.
इदं शब्द. सॉरी.
चतुर्थी विभक्ति रूपाणि इदं शब्दम्. इदं पुंलिङ्ग शब्दः अस्मै आभ्यां तेभ्यः. इदं स्त्रीलिङ्ग शब्दः अस्यै.
Can you mute yourself? I am unable to mute you.
Sorry?
Not you, sir. Mahadev, you can continue.
इदं स्त्रीलिङ्ग शब्दः अस्यै आभ्याम् आभ्यः. इदं पुंसकलिङ्गम् अस्मै आभ्याम् एभ्यः.
उत्तमं महोदय.
एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः एताभ्यः
So I hope
एते
you have written this down.
oh god
Next we go to the Kim Shabda. Vatsala Jambunath. Okay. Vatsala Jambunath.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Namaste Bhagini.
Ram
Ram. Chaturthi Vibhakti Rupani Pratipadikam Ekavachanam Divachanam Bahuvachanam Kim Shabda Pratipadikam Kim Shabda Pullinga Shabda Kasmai Kabyam Kebhyaha Strilinga Kasyai Kabyam Kabhyaha Napunshakalingam Kasmai Kabyam Kebhyaha. I have a question.
Yes.
In each of these shabda that we are doing now,
Yes.
how do you differentiate when you are writing them? When you are writing a sentence, how do you differentiate which shabda rupani it comes under, particularly for this etad and idam shabdam?
It is purely based on the context. See, when do you use a pronoun? When you have already mentioned the noun once, then you refer to it with a pronoun, isn't it? So you know the linga and vachana of the noun that you have already mentioned. So based on that, you have to decide whether it is the pullinga or the napumsakalinga or the strilinga.
One more question. In the asmat shabda, mahamne and me, avabhyam now, as asmabhyam naha. Can we only say me, now and naha?
You have to know both the forms, but in a particular sentence, you have to use either one of them. You need not use both.
Okay. So similarly for tubhyam, te,
Yes.
vam and vaha.
Yes.
We can use either of them. Okay. Thank you. Very
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
So let us go to the exercises. Somebody wants to try, you can raise your hand. Prabha Krish, you want to try? The exercise. Prabha Krish. Prithvi V.
Namaste, ma'am.
Ram. Namaste.
Namaste.
Can you tell me the Chaturthi Vibhakti form of Vriksha?
Vrukshaya.
Vrikshaya.
Vrukshaya. Sitaya.
Sitaya is the Tritiya Vibhakti. Chaturthi is Sitayai.
Sitayai. Okay, ma'am.
Oh, so this is Site. This is Vivachana. So it is Sitabhyam. Sitayai, Sitabhyam, Sitabhyam. Site is Dvivachana. So it is Sitabhyam.
Sitabhyam.
Yes.
Udyanani.
Yes, this is Akaranta.
Yes.
Napumsakalinga Udyana Shabda.
Udyanani. Udyanai.
First find out the anta.
Yes,
and then you find out the linga. And then you associate it with a similar shabda. For instance, for this we have to associate it with the phala shabda.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
phalam, phale, phalani.
Phalani.
The chaturthi forms are
Phalebhyaha.
Exactly. Phalebhyaha. So here it is
Udyanebhyaha. Udyanebhyaha.
Yes.
Gajo Ramo.
Yes. So it is akaranta pullinga.
Akaranta pullinga.
Akaranta.
Dvitiya vibhakti, ma'am. Gajabhyam. Dvivachanam, yes.
Gajab. So we need the chaturthi vibhakti.
Chaturthi vibhakti. Dvivachanam.
Yes. Gajabhyam.
Gajabhyam. Yes, ma'am. Lataha. This is
what is the anta?
That's this bahochanam.
Yes, it is akaranta.
Akaranta. Striling shabdaha. Yes. Latabhyaha.
Excellent. Latabhyaha. So this is akaranta strilinga lata shabdaha. The chaturthi forms are, can you tell me all the three vachanas?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Lataye.
Yes.
Latabhyam. Latabhyaha.
Excellent. Lataye, latabhyam, latabhyaha.
Latabhyaha. Mala.
Yes.
Malaha. Sorry, ma'am.
No problem.
Malaye. 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 Yes.
Mala. Just like Sitaye, it is
Sitaye.
Malaye.
Yes. Malaye, Malabhya, Malabhyaha. Malabhyaha.
Malabhyaha. Uttam.
Yes.
Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Rangapriya Shekhar, you want to try?
Ram, namaskar, madam.
Ram, namaskar. For Sa, it is?
Sa. Sa is
you know the
Sa
Tad Shabda, Strilinga.
Strilinga.
Right.
So it's tas. Sa, so tasyai.
Excellent.
Tasyai. Te pullinga shabda. So tad pullingam. So te tat te tani. So dvivachanam. So tabhyam.
This is pullinga. So the first vibhakti is saha, tau, and
saha, tau, te. So the bahuvachanam. So tebhyaha. 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 Kaha is ka, ke, kaha. Strilingam.
Yes.
So it would be kabhyaha.
Kabhyaha.
Tat napunsakalingam tat te tani. So ekavachanam etasmai.
Tasmai. This is not etat, this is just
okay,
tat. So it is tasmai.
Okay, tasmai.
Yes, excellent.
Tau. Saha tau te. Saha is pullinga dvivachanam. So it is tabhyam.
Excellent. Tabhyam.
Okay. Ete. Ete napunsakalingam. Ete is dvivachanam.
Yes.
Dvivachanam. So etabhyam.
Etabhyam. Uttam, samyak bhagini. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha, Acharya.
Now, if there are questions, I will just take them. We will stop with this for now. Already exceeded this time. Is there a problem with my audio? Can somebody respond, please? Thank you. Thank you. Are there any doubts in this, whatever we have done today? Thank you. So we will wind up here with the Shanti Mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now for today the homework will just be to learn the Shabdas again. The old Shabdas please revise. Vari and Vasu or Vari and Madhu, please learn them as well. So we'll meet on Thursday. Dhanyavadaha. Shubharatri.